Hi y'all, this is the Oklahoma Grammy. My name is Sandra and I made some sugar uh, decorated cookies. And I told y'all in my last video that I would tell you how I did my cutout cookies. And the way that I did it is 1.5 cups of butter, and you want to use real butter because margarine will make these spread out and you don't want that. You're going to use, I did not use the unsalted, I used the salted butter, and that way eliminates you having to put a teaspoon. But if you don't have it and all you have is unsalted, you're going to want to add 1 teaspoon of salt to this. You're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 3 eggs, 7 cups of flour, and I know that sounds like a lot, but it really isn't, because you're going to use 6 cups in the mix itself. You're going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and what you do is you mix all your wet ingredients up first, and after you get it all mixed up, put your if you use an unsalted butter, make sure you put your teaspoon of salt, your 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and your flour. And you're going to reserve that last cup for wherever you're going to be putting the dough on the counter to spread it out. And you're also going to want some more, because this dough is kind of wet, and you want to keep making sure you're every time you cut something out, you want to take and knead it back together, and that way you can roll it out again. What you're going to do is you're going to mix it all up. You're going to take 2 sheets of parchment paper and a cookie sheet, and lay your first paper down on the cookie sheet, and then take your dough, put it on that parchment paper, and spread it out with your hand as much as you can outwards to the edges of that pan on both sides. And you're going to take another piece of parchment paper, put it over the top of that one, and with your hand make sure you spread it out evenly all the way across and down to each side of the pan on both sides. Put it in your freezer for 2 hours at least, and then you're going to take it out. Well, what that actually does is it helps set that cookie dough for where it's going to be easier for you to roll out, and I mean, it really is really going to help you. And then take your cookie dough off of both sheets of the parchment paper, put it down on that flour that you have spread out that you're going to be rolling. Make sure you have a good rolling pin, and flour that rolling pin over and over and over. Roll it and come back and put some more flour on your rolling pin, and then roll it out until you get a good size square, and then cut your cookie cutouts. They are not going to spread out. I'll show you some of them. And these are probably about a 1/2 inch thick, and you want them like that because the thinner ones get really hard and crispy. These here are very easy to break apart, and they're really easy to eat. If you make them any bigger than a 1/2 inch, they're going to tend to be fluffier, and they're gonna want to spread out. If you put, if you take and make them too big, a 1/2 inch is about the way that you want to go with these. And put them in your oven, a 350-degree preheated oven, for 12 minutes. You don't want to leave them any longer than that, because they'll start browning up real much, and you don't want that whenever you're making a sugar cookie. You kind of still want them to be a light color in texture and everything. And that's how I made these. Now I used, I'm not going to do this no more. I used some little containers that they had at Walmart for the royal icing. You get 3 different colors: the red, the white, and the green. Don't know whether this set in the containers too long before they brought them into the store, but yeah, they were just really bad to use. So there's a lot of, if you look on Pinterest, there is a lot of good royal icing recipes on there, and I would advise y'all to get on that and find you a good recipe. Try a couple of them and see which one fits you better. Make sure that you have your food coloring to color it if you're going to do that. Get you some little squeeze bottles. They're like 99 cents, $1.49. You can even use the ones that you use on picnics, like for your ketchup and your mustard and stuff like that, and put your royal icing in them and use them that way. If you're really good at using the bags, you could put the bag inside of a glass and then put your royal icing inside of that and cut a little tip off of it, to make, you know, the decorations however you want to make them and color them and, you know, make them fancy or whatever. They're a little bit harder for the little kids to be able to use, just because you have to hold that bag. That's why I'm suggesting the little plastic bottles with little nozzles on them. It'll be easier for them to use. My grandbabies helped decorate all of these, and I thought that was real cute. You know, some of them may not look as cute as others, but they had fun, and we were up until 1 o'clock in the morning decorating cookies. So I'm going to take, also, I am going on this video, since this is going to be my last one for Christmas, I'm going to show you every cookie and all of the sweets that I made for my family and my friends this Christmas holiday season. So I hope that you'll stay and you'll enjoy. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you'll subscribe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and please share it out for others to watch. Okay, let's get going. I hope y'all liked the video, and if you liked it, I really appreciate it if you're subscribed to my TV channel, my YouTube channel. Thank you so kindly. If you're not, I hope you'll think about subscribing and being a member of our YouTube family, and I hope to see y'all on the next video. Bye.